So I like to ask people, how do you want to be introduced? I know you're a model. Do you act?
Yes, I do act.
What else do you do?
I act. I model. I dance. Like, people don't know that about me. Like, I grew up stepping, majoretting, doing all that. So it's like, a bitch got some rhythm to her too. You know what I mean? And I kind of want to tap back into that this year. That's why I'm like, I need to go to the gym, get my body right. You know what I mean? And I was also athletic too. So it was like, what? I ran track. I did flag football.
Okay, we
you know
gonna
what I
get
mean?
into all
I
that.
did a lot of stuff. So it's just like, all that make me. So I want to continue to do everything that make me. I feel like when I don't continue to do it, I don't feel like myself. That's why I'm like, I got to do everything that make me feel and make me me. Like,
Get
maybe I
back to
was
the core
dancing.
you.
Yeah, the core me. Like, I miss the core me. I miss the jokey me, the acting me, the athletic, the dance. Like, baby, I was that girl. Okay.
You still that girl.
Still that girl. Still that girl. Still that girl. But, baby, what? I was doing every fucking thing.
Welcome back to Cause and Effect. I am your host, DDT, and today we sitting here with another special guest. She's a model, an actor, a promoter, a dancer. It's so many things she do, I can't keep up.
Can't keep up.
Today we sitting here with the special BlessinLashay.
Hey, me.
How you doing today?
I'm feeling great.
I'm glad to have this finally happen.
Yes, because the first time, baby, it was a lot. It was
a lot going on.
It was a lot going on, y'all. I was freaking out. But, baby, I held it together, though. I held it together, but at the same time, I'm glad we was able. Yeah,
we made it
happen. Yeah.
So, I like to start all the way from the beginning. For those who don't know, what's your name and where you from?
I don't like giving people my... Well, only people that know my government is people that I went to school with. Like,
okay, so what's your nickname? Like,
I go by BlessinLashay. So, everybody call me Blessin because I'm the blessing. So, yeah.
And where you
actually, from? Milwaukee, Wisconsin, baby. 414. For real.
And not to cut you off, what you was for to say?
What you mean?
You said, and actually, you was for to say something.
What I was going to say? I don't even know, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I just forgot that quick.
All right, forget it. So, BlessinLashay from 414, born and raised?
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, baby. 414. The east side. The east side, the best side. Best side's the east side, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what schools you go to?
As far as elementary school?
Yeah, elementary schools.
Okay, so I went to a few of them.
Okay.
I went to Homes. They call them OW Homes. I don't know the fuck. It's right there off Buffalo between Monarchy and Wright. I went there, and then I went to a Chinese school called.
Okay, we gonna get into that.
I went to a Chinese school. I forgot what it was called. It was like, Chinese Academy or something. That was like on 25th in Wisconsin. Right? I was there for like 2 years or 3. And then I went to a private school called Alice Preparatory Academy. I was there that was like on the south side, like in Cudahy. I think that was like on Kinnikinnick or something. I don't know. It was, yeah.
How many schools you went to as far as elementary?
Like 3.
Which one was the best?
Honestly, I'm going to say OW Homes because that's when I was in K4, K5-ish. And that's when my grandpa was here. Mm-hmm. Like, that's when he was still living. So it was like, I was used to him getting me every day, picking me up, taking me to the store, taking me to McDonald's, like literally getting everything I want. Like,
you was a baby girl.
I was his baby girl.
Yeah.
I loved my grandpa. Okay. Love my grandpa still. Yeah, like, I feel like that was the best because, you know, I feel like I was pure still. Like, I was really a child. I felt like a child and I felt protected.
How old was you?
4 or 5.
How long was you at that school?
I think just K4. I think I was there for like a year.
Okay.
But this the thing though. I also went, like, even before I turned 4, I went to, like, COA. I don't know if people know what that is, but it was called COA. It was, like, right off. I don't even know if I forgot the fucking street it was off, but I know it's past Houghton. It's past, it's, like, close to the, like, the lake area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to COA. And then...
How old was you when you went there?
COA?
Yeah.
I think I was, like, 2.
You remember way back to 2?
Yes.
Damn.
I remember a lot, y'all. I remember a lot.
Damn. I can't remember.
I remember
My shit go back to about
2.
like 5.
Like,
4.
baby, I was still, I remember still shitting on myself. Like, as a kid, like... It's just, baby, like... I see why I am the way I am. Since I was a kid, like, I just knew who I was. Like...
Okay.
Like,
so,
I just knew. So, yeah. I definitely have a personality. Like, everybody used to be like, bro, she been here before. Like,
since you was small, they used to say
yeah,
that?
like, and since they're like, bro, she been here before. She old. Like, something about her, just her spirit.
Like an old soul?
She got an old soul.
Yeah.
And baby, I used to be, I don't want nobody around me when I take a shit. Like, I literally used to hide.
I think every female is like that. I think every female, I swear, is like that.
I literally used to hide. Let me tell y'all a funny story. So, my granny friend, I'm make up a nickname. I'm gonna call her Passy. My granny friend Passy, she used to live with us, and like she used to cook for us, clean for us, everything. Like, she was like my granny best friend type shit. So it was one time I had to take a shit like really, really bad. Really, really bad. Everybody was in the house for some reason. I think I was like 3. I was one of them, y'all. I was one of them. And I was just like, bro, I gotta get this shit out. Like, so everybody was everywhere in the house. For some reason, nobody was going through the stairs because we had it upstairs. So nobody was going through the stairs. I literally sat by the stairs, held the railing as a kid. It was like, okay, I'm gonna push this shit out right here, right now. Y'all won't believe what Passy came and did when she seen me. First, she was calling my name. I ain't say shit because I'm trying to concentrate. Like, I'm trying to get this shit out of me. Like, I'm trying to concentrate. So I wasn't saying anything. And she just kept calling my name, I'm like, oh my God, I hope she don't get close to me. Y'all, she got close to me. And when I say that shit just... I was so bad. I kept saying, Passy, go. She like, come on. I know you trying to take a boo-boo. I'm like, bro, why is you fucking with me and you know I'm trying to take a boo-boo, bro? Like, what the fuck is your problem? I don't know what it is. She was just really getting on my nerves. I'm like, girl, go. She would not go, y'all. And ever since, I still bring this up. I still bring this story up every time I see her. I'm like, Passy, you just don't remember. I still don't like you when, you know, you came and tried to interrupt me while I was trying to take a shit. Like, I don't. Because I was trying to fuck.
You silly as hell.
I don't know why.
That was when you was like 4 or 5?
No, I was like 2, 3. I was still wearing pull-ups, y'all.
Hell?
I was still wearing Pampers pull-ups. That's how long I remember shit.
How the
like,
hell
that
do you
far.
remember when you
I was still wearing Pampers and pull-ups.
That's crazy.
Still wearing Pampers and pull-ups. So I was 2, 3. I was one of them. Cause y'all, I think I was potty trained until I was like 3, for sure. I think. Cause I was still kind of peeing on myself. You know, learning. I ain't gonna lie, I peed on myself a few times as an adult.
Come on. We better go there. Hell yeah, let's go there.
But y'all, it was drunk shit. It was some drunk shit. Like, for real. I just said, fuck it. And I just peed on myself. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Like, crazy. I couldn't get my heels off. I was struggling to open the door. Baby.
Alright, so check it. Alright, I'm gonna keep it organized because you just jumped to some grown shit.
I've been everywhere. Okay, yeah.
Alright, look. So, What middle schools did you go to?
Okay, like I said, once I got to middle school, I'm gonna say that was Atlas Preparatory. So that was Atlas Preparatory. That was Atlas Preparatory Academy. Yeah.
You only went to one middle school?
No, well, I ain't technically get kicked out of Atlas Preparatory.
What happened? Tell us the story.
Okay, so my cousin ended up fighting a girl, right? Like, but the girl was fucking with my cousin, bro. Like, literally was fucking with my cousin because my cousin, I don't know if it was like her brother. I don't know. It was something. But they was on the same bus or whatever. And the girl was just always fucking with my cousin, period. And it was one time my cousin said, fuck that shit. Like, what? We finna... So they fucking followed the girl. They followed the girl to her bus stop, I think. And my cousin must have got off on her bus stop. And she must have confronted her ass off the bus. Like, yeah, bitch, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. And they started fighting. And, like, my cousin literally, like, hit the bitch. Like, my boy cousin, like, fired on the bitch.
That took off on her?
That took off, like, that was trying, I'm going to say, how the fuck the fight? It was just so much going on. It was like my cousin hit her, and then the brother the brother was right there, and he was, like, trying to help his sister, and that's when, I don't know, then my boy cousin came out the cut. He just stalled on the bitch, like, the bitch flew back. And they recorded it too. It was all on Facebook, y'all. It was all on Facebook. So this is how we got caught up. Because I was commenting on some shit. I said some shit like, yeah, like, you fuck, my cousin did what the fuck she's supposed to do, whatever like that. And the school must have somehow seen this shit. So I guess, like, the school wanted to talk to all of us individually and shit like that. And I remember they called us in the office like, was you on Facebook saying anything, commenting?
So school be watching Facebook?
Bro, yeah, they was watching Facebook. They police. They police. I'm like, so me being me, I'm like, yeah, I come with some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And you know, my mama.
And then this middle school.
This is middle school, right? Mind y'all, but
crazy.
They was racist, bro. They was racist. I don't give a fuck. Atlas Preparatory was a racist ass school. Because it was like, even though, don't get me wrong, even though we was still diversity, like you had black, white, Mexican, Chinese, all us was going into that school. But it was like when it came down to certain precautions and how to go by certain children, a certain ethnicity or race or whatever like that, it was just totally different. And I felt like
they weren't treating everybody the same.
They weren't treating nobody the same. Like, what the fuck?
That's
they
crazy.
Really had pedophiles, all types of shit still in the school.
How the fuck is this legal?
Like,
how?
All types of shit.
Wait. Explain that. What you mean?
Like, you know, a teacher background wasn't fully checked. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't fully checked their background. Like, I felt like it was a lot of teachers that was just like, it was like, some was good, and then you had some that was just...
How do you know it
not there?
It was some... Did y'all look somebody up, and it was like...
No, the behaviors, bro. Like,
okay,
why is you... Like, as a teacher, like, why is you putting your hand on our thighs and rubbing us?
Definitely.
And, like...
What?
Why, bro? Like, some weird shit, bro. And then it ended up coming out, though. It ended up coming out. Like, a teacher there was touching on the kid, and she was going to... And it was a female teacher.
Wow.
And she ended up going to jail. What? Pedophiles don't just come in men. They come in women, too. Women be pedophiles, men be pedophiles. There's a lot of sick people out here. Like,
That's
for
crazy.
real.
That's crazy.
Like, it don't just be in the man.
That's weird as fuck. It's weird for anybody to do it, but like a female pedophile, like you would think a female think a certain way. Like, I guess not. But was there anything good that happened at that school? Like, what did you accomplish there?
I was always like student of the month.
What you had to do to be student of the month?
Nothing, I don't think. It was just like basically like I was end up student of the month. I was student of the month like a few times. it was like, I guess it was based off like how, you know, your character was. Like, you know, you had good grades, you always was polite, you always
Did you
was
have
helping.
good grades?
I always had good grades.
What was your favorite subject?
Science. No, not science, history.
Why?
I was always good at history. I love like things that happened before us. You know what I mean?
You like studying the past?
I love studying the past. So it's like when it came down to certain facts, everything, I was always into history. Like,
yeah.
I'm real big on like my civil rights era. Like, my inspo really come from like the Black Panthers movement.
Mm-hmm.
That was like around the civil rights movement, and that was probably like around like what the 1960s,
50s,
really from the 40s though.
Right.
Starting from the 40s, really. Yeah. Like, I love.
Why do you think that's so?
What you mean?
Like, why do you think you pulled from the 1950s and 60s?
I always pulled from things that was older than my time. Like, as a kid, I was always listening to music that was before my time. I was always into things that was before my time.
What type of music you was listening to as a kid that was before your time?
The old blues, jazz, the old, like, I don't even think it was like R&B yet. I don't even know what you call that. It was like R&B really became like some 1970s, 80s type shit. Like, I'm talking about before that, when it was just blues and just soft music and just like the soul, like core soul music. Like,
was there anybody in your family musical?
no, it's just no. Like, my family was really like I'm with the mob. What is you thinking? I'm playing. But no, yeah. I'm just saying I grew up in a different type of household, okay? So.
Okay, I gotta ask, did you grow up in a 2-parent household?
No.
Who was there?
My granny.
Okay.
My mama was the mama and the daddy. She
Who was
had
Pops?
to be. Pops spent a lot of time incarcerated. Like, he spent a lot of bigs.
So, like, he probably wanted to be there, though.
I felt like he wanted to be there, but it was like, since he wasn't there, I felt like that played a big part in like why we like clung to our mama.
Right.
And at the same time, it was like, but even when he was out, it still felt like we just had our mama.
Like, what you mean?
Like, as far as being there, like being there, mentally.
When he got out, did he try to like spend that time with you?
I feel like when it was really, I feel like he spent that time when it was like, I don't want to say beneficial to him, or when it was like good, like when it was just good to him. If it ain't bad, if it's bad, he won't fuck with us. Like, I feel like a father just gonna be there good and bad.
So he fuck with you only sometimes?
That's what it feel like. I'm not gonna lie, even now. It's like, I love my dad, for sure. And that's my dog, but it still feel like he just there sometimes. Like, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, other men in my life filled that void of my dad. Like, my stepdad, he felt that void for the longest, like for about 10 years. Mm-hmm. He felt that void. And then before that, you know, I had my grandpa. You know what I mean? He died when I was 6. So it was like, I had him before. Like, I always had a good man in my life, period, that played that role. So I don't feel like I missed out when it came down to, you know, having a father. But what hurts, it wasn't my father that was there. Like, I wanted my father to be the core there. Like, but it's like, I can't even blame him because he spent a lot of time incarcerated. But it was still like, even when he was...
Like, sometimes people don't know how to be a father. Like, do he know what a father is? Did he have a good father in his life?
I don't think that was in his life. And I feel like that's why I have grace with him. Like, a lot of stuff I have grace with my parents. You know what I mean? Because it's just like...
So, like, you can't fault somebody
I can't fight them for what they've been through and what they don't know. Like, I really can't. It's like, yeah, it fucked me up because I'm like, bro, why you can't... if you didn't have this, then why you ain't trying to... You know what I mean? But it's like, what if, like, since they ain't had it, they don't even have the wheel to drive. I don't know. It's just, I try not to.
Do you have that grudge against them?
I used to when I was little. Like, I used to have that grudge real bad. I used to be like, ooh, like.
It's good you let it go.
I let it go. I had to let it go. Because it's like, at the end of the day, that's my mama, that's my daddy. Like, I can't really hold on to shit that they did to me or whatever like that. At the end of the day, they're still my parents. I ain't choose them, but I gotta love them. So it's like, the love that I have for them bypassed the shit that they did to me. I'm gonna just say that. And it's like, at the end of the day, y'all made me. Like, I'm more so grateful too, cause it's like, yeah, we can't pick our parents and we can't pick our mom, we can't pick our dad, but that was what God gave us. So, like, you gotta work what God gave you. You know what I mean? The best of it. So,
I agree.
I'm gonna work with the
100%.
best. I'm gonna work the best with the mama I have, and I'm gonna work with the best with the father I have. Like, yeah, they got their flaws and shit. I do too. We all got our flaws. So it's just like, you can't really like just say fuck a motherfucker for their flaws. I feel like, but at the same time, it's just like
why you gotta have them?
You ain't gotta allow it either.
Yeah.
Like, certain shit you just don't have. You don't have to deal with. Like, it don't matter, family or not though. Certain shit you just don't have to deal with. Like, you can always love from a distance. I love that phrase, love from a distance.
I thought that was kind of crazy, but I've been going through some shit where I had to love a couple people from a distance. Like, it was just healthy for me.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with that. It's like, sometimes a lot of people you know that saying they say, people just only in your life for seasons and shit like that.
Or
like,
for a certain chapter.
They ain't just with people you don't know. That's with family too. That's with anybody that doesn't really align with you.
They weren't supposed to be on a ride the whole ride. It's just like riding on a bus. Everybody got their own destination.
And I feel like you just have to learn like that too. Especially like, I feel like that's something you just have to like learn or mature into. Like, everybody not meant to be with you, and that's okay. And then you got some people, and then you do got the people that stay. You know what I mean? And then you got the people that was there, left out, and came back. You know what I mean? And it's like, when they came back, the bond was even closer. You know what I mean? It's different things, different situations with people and relations and shit. But I just feel like the mature motherfuckers stuff. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. That's it. That's all. What's understood don't gotta be said, but I'm still say it.
Alright, so let's get back on track. I had to let you get that out. Was it anything stood out in middle school that you still remember?
A lot of stuff. Oh my God. Okay. It was a story where I had like, I wouldn't say he was my first boyfriend, but he was like one of the first dudes I really pushed up on as a kid. And I think I was like in 3rd, 4th grade, I think. Like, I stood on business with him. I was not playing. I was like, listen, I like you. Like, they was like, we gonna tell him that you like him. I'm like, okay. They was like, you ain't gonna tell him that you like him. I said, I'm gonna go over there right now and tell him that I like him. And like, what's up? Damn. And they was like, we dare you to go do it. We dare you to go do it. Y'all, the damn playground right here, but they all way over across the fucking parking lot playing kickball. We had to go all the way down to play kickball because we loved kickball. So they all way over there playing kickball and shit. I'm like, bro, okay, we finna just run over there. So we running over there. I'm tired as fuck. So I'm over there. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna wait till he come to me because I'm gonna wait till he come to me. He finna kick the ball. So he kicked the ball over there like that. So I stayed at the first base. I was already by the first base, ready to talk to him, to tell him that I like him. And so he runs to the first base or whatever. It's like, he liked me too, but it's like he really didn't believe the hype. And it was like, after You told me you like me. You still acting weird. And I was just like, listen, I don't need no nigga to be acting like he like me behind the scenes and then in public. You just like, do you not see the other boys, the booger nose boys, trying to talk to me? Hey.
Niggas young as a bitch. They don't even know how to take this shit.
He's snotty nose, everything. I'm just like,
Alright, so
I was just like, boy, like, no.
So
I fell in love with the class clowns. You gonna know when I like you. Simple as that. It's gonna be known. You gonna feel it.
So basically that was your first crush.
Yeah. So that's my first crush. I done told him. Y'all, he's acting shy minded. I ain't gonna lie, this is why I really liked him. He was a little funny looking, but I fell in love with his eyes.
He was funny looking.
He was a little funny looking, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. He was a little funny looking, but I fell in love with his eyes. His eyes was like hazel green-ish, gray. It's like it changed. It was like 1 minute it's like gray. 1 minute is, not gray. It's like a greenish. And then 1 minute it's like a hazel. Like I fell in love with that. Like I used to just look at him and his eyes all the time. Just like, oh my God, his eyes are so beautiful. Like, fall in love with me. I fell in love with his eyes. So when I told him I liked him, he was just like, he laughed. And I'm like, nigga, you laughing like I'm dead ass. Like the fuck? I'm looking like, I'm still at the first base. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Cause you walked up to him.
Like he know I was waiting.
Kickball.
He playing. So what? He
playing kickball.
But listen, when he seen all us, no, I don't care. When he seen all us run and I'm looking dead at him, like standing on business, bro, you should know what the fuck going on. And then I'm waiting for the first base. I know you finna kick that ball, baby. I stand to the first base waiting for you because I know you gotta run over here. I'm tired, so I need to catch my breath. I'm gonna wait up right here on the first base for you.
I ain't gonna lie, he did the right thing. He laughed it off.
He laughed it off, right? No. This what pissed me off. He laughed it off. So now we gotta line up for lunch and shit. So they telling us to line up, blowing a whistle. So we going to our line or whatever. It was like the third graders was outside with the fourth graders, or the fourth graders was outside. It always changed on who we was outside with. So I guess that day we was outside with the little kids. But when we was outside with the big kids, it be cracking. And I had like a few crushes. I always had a few crushes above my grade. So I think I was like in third grade and I had a crush on like a fourth grader. I used to see him in the hallway during bathroom break and just look at him. Baby, for some reason, anytime I had a crush on a dude in school, we always cross paths for some reason. So it's like anytime we cross paths, I'm gonna leave a little something. I'm gonna go down this hallway. I'm gonna wear your favorite color because I know you like blue. So I'm gonna wear blue today. And I'll make sure I walk and just look at you and smile and give you, hey. Like, hey.
That's the look.
They be like, get back. They be like, I ain't gonna lie, when the dudes, any dude I had a crush on, they all act hard to get. I was just like.
Maybe they was confused. Like, shit.
They were. I don't know. They probably was. But they was all just like, what the fuck is going, like. Yeah, you, bitch. Yeah, you. I have a crush on you. Okay, get with the program. So, yeah, after I told him, like, you know, I like you. And it was like, oh, you told him that? And I was like, yeah. And then, mind you, we had Facebook, I think. We was like 4th, 5th grade. Yeah, bro, we was in the Facebook. Bro, we had Facebook in like 3rd grade, I think. What was that? 3rd, 4th? No, that was 5th. No, that was 5th grade. We had like Facebook. Yeah. And yeah, I told him I liked him. On Facebook, we started talking more. Or whatever. And it was just like, okay, so in the messages, it was like, yo, he was like, yeah, I like you. I like you too. And I want you to be my girlfriend. Da, da, da. I'm like, where was this energy when I came to you, though, in front of everybody? Like, why it take for me and you to talk alone for you to tell me, like, you like me?
Did you get into any sports while you was in middle school?
We didn't really have, like, that middle school, we didn't have no sports. I didn't start doing sports until, like, 8th grade, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I was in a private school that had that. Like, the other private school that I was at, like I was just talking about, it was like, we didn't really have, like, sports for real. It was like a charter private school. So it was like they only had what they was able to afford, I felt like. Like, I don't know. So we didn't really have like no real sports there. And it was a uniform school.
So you had to wear the same thing every day?
Bro, we had to wear the same thing every day. And that's what mama loved. Mama loved like, oh, you know, they got uniform, da da da. And I ain't gonna lie, I like the way we had uniform too. I ain't gonna lie. Because it was like, I ain't gotta think about finding no outfit. But I still styled my own uniform. Like one day I wear a skirt, one day I wear a dress, I wear some shorts, some pants, whatever. White shirt, blue shirt. Like I was switching it up with my uniform. I was styling myself. Everybody used to be like, oh, she looks so cute. You look so good, girl. Like, thank you.
What school did you graduate from?
Middle school?
Yeah.
St. Marcus.
How was it?
It was great. I ain't gonna lie. I went there.
What was the colors?
That was really formal. It was like the white button up. We had to wear a tie, y'all. We had to wear a tie. We had to wear a blazer. So it was like blue, that navy blue blazer, and then that navy pants with the white shirt. And then, okay, so we had different ties. We had the red tie. The red tie, that stands for like if your GPA was low or something. I don't know. Like, it
categorized. These are stupid motherfuckers over here with the gray ties over here. You dumb motherfuckers.
I swear to God, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So if you had a red and blue tie,
that shit crazy. Why would they do that? They supposed to make everybody feel good. Like, why I gotta have a gray tie?
No lie, y'all.
So who had the best tie? Like who was the scholars?
Okay, so listen, if your GPA was like 3.5 and up, you had a red and blue tie. Okay, you had a red and blue tie. If it was like 3.0 to 3.5, that you had a silver and gray. You had a silver and gray, right? And then if you was below that, you had the red regular tie. Like the girls had to wear the red regular tie, and the dudes used to have the regular navy tie. But everybody knew, like, you know, who they was by the ties. So, you know, yeah. I had two of them. I was always like a 3.0, 3.5 student. So I always had like my silver and gray tie, and then I had the leadership tie. That was like a gold and gray. I mean, a gold and navy. That basically represent like you represent your
and this
class.
This is a private school.
Yeah, this is
okay. So
this
they
is Lutheran.
did shit. Okay,
yeah,
so I get it. They do shit a little different.
Yeah, it's Lutheran.
They really let you know, yeah, you need to get your
so
shit
yeah.
together.
And no, let me tell you something. But they did not give a fuck. They did not give a fuck, y'all. They did not give a fuck. Like everything mattered. And then after, like when it's the end of the year, we went on a trip. We went like on a week trip. It was the civil rights movement trip, where we went everywhere down south, like different museums, where everything would happen. Like we seen.
What did that do to you as a kid? Like
I love that so much. I was so happy. Let me tell y'all, I was so like, cause it was a time where I wasn't finna go because I ain't had enough money. So I was just like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I was making cookies every morning because we was able to sell shit to make money. So baby, I made the fresh brownies and cookies and all that, waking up, and I had track practice. So I used to wake up like at 8th grade, y'all. I used to wake up like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Make sure I make my cookies fresh, put them in a Ziploc bag so it can still have the warmth and, you know, the softness to it. And then at 6 o'clock we had to be at school because we had track practice.
Oh man.
I used to have baby selling my cookies at track practice. Y'all want some cookies? You know, $2, $4.
Oh yeah, you was dumping.
Baby.
You trying to make it happen.
Baby, I need to make this money. I gotta be picked up. Like, what's that? Like, and they used to buy my cookies too. I was so happy when my crush brought my cookies. He was like, I heard you had some good cookies. I'm like, yeah. He was like, how many can I get? I was like, well, you know, you can get 2 for $1. So he bought 6 of them. So he gave me $3.
Like, yeah, this ain't nothing.
You know, I was like,
okay.
And so he bought 6 cookies or whatever, y'all. I was like, oh, okay, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Big money shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I see he did that, I ain't gonna lie, I just started paying attention to him way more. I was like, ooh, he gave me $6. Then y'all all give me $1. Baby, he came out the gate. He came out the gate, gave me $3, and he got his 6 cookies, baby. And he was eating it all day. Every time I seen him, he had a cookie, just eating the cookie. And I was just like, I'm just eating a cookie. Eat this cookie. I'm just playing. Yeah.
And just old enough to make it to the trip though.
Yep. My granny made it happen. My granny and my auntie made it happen. She sure did. My granny was like, you know what? I know a person that we can flip this money and give it. And
Oh, Granny was a beast.
What?
Yeah.
Granny did not play.
You said,
Granny made it happen. She said, shit, I know I can't, but I'm going to get this money. Flip that motherfucker. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Flipped
girl,
it. And
yeah,
I went on my trip.
Hey, man, shout out to Granny.
And I shout out to my granny, y'all. I love my granny, y'all.
Sure.
You understand? I miss her so much, dog. It's just like, I feel like it's just crazy because I literally just lost her like 4 months ago. And it's just like, damn, like I still just be like I just be looking at her like, bro, you really gone. Like, you really gone. Like, I can't just call you no more. I can't come see you. I can't hug you. I can't. It's just like, damn, because that was my mama. Like, I had a mom, but my granny was my mama, you know? And it was just, it was kind of weird. It's like I knew that day was coming. Like, y'all, real shit. I always knew the day was coming because I seen my granny getting tired. Like, every day she looked tired. Like, and then, like, I seen that my granny was tired, but she still kept a smile on her face. And still try to make the best of it. But y'all, my granny was tired. Like, she didn't want to be here no more. It's not like she didn't want to be here no more. It was just like she can't do it. She can't do it physically. But her spirit wants to so bad, but physically is wearing her down. And I felt like it was my time. It was my granny time. It was, even though it hurts me so bad. Even though it hurts me so bad, y'all. But it's like, I'm glad she left me as an adult than a kid. Like, because I know I couldn't stomach her leaving me when I was younger. I couldn't. That was my protector for real, for real. So it was just like, I'm glad she left when I knew how to protect myself. Well, had the courage to protect myself. At the age to protect myself. Like, it's like, my granny did her job, for sure. But it hurts because it is like, damn, I still want you on this journey with me. Like, I still want you to be here. And it's like, I know you here in the spirit, but it's like, damn, I miss you here in the physical form, for real. Like, that shit really do something to you. Like, when you don't got your person in the physical form no more. Like, y'all, I'm not crying, okay? Can't do it. I don't want to cry. But
You want to take a break?
no, I'm okay. This the real, so.
I bet.
Let's keep it rolling.
Rest in peace to your granny.
Rest in peace, your granny. Long live you, girl. Like, long live you for real. You was the realest. Huh. The realest woman I ever know. Ever known. Ever will know. Like, my granny was that girl. She was her for real. For real, for real. Like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel the same way about my granny.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I was about to have my first son, she told me this finna be a boy. I'm like, Granny, how you? The doctors I need told me this. This lady 3 weeks pregnant. How you know this a boy? I don't talk. This a boy. I know this a boy. Then she passed away, and then he came out a boy.
Oh my gosh. I think that's so weird. Like how when a new life come into our family, we end up losing somebody. Like, I felt like, cause literally, y'all, my mama just had my sister. Like, just had my sister. My sister was nothing but like 2 weeks old, I think, when my granny passed. Like, when my granny passed, my baby sister was nothing but 2 weeks old. So it was like, damn, like, if for something like that pattern always happen in our family, like when somebody dies, somebody being born. Like with my sister, like my grandpa, like my sister's named after my grandpa. So it's like he died when my mama was pregnant with my sister. And it was just like, damn, like how is hell like these periods where a person leave and then a new life come. And y'all, every time I see my sister, I see my granny in her eyes, like all the time. I just be looking at her like, oh my gosh. And the way she be smiling, her smile's so big, like my granny's. Like, it's just like, oh my God. And I just be looking at her like, she look like my granny.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get off that sensitive subject.
Yeah, because
I don't want to make you cry.
I'm trying to cry. I just cry a lot. Like, it don't look like I cry a lot, y'all, but I swear I cry a lot. Like, I am a big baby. Like, sometimes, you know how everybody deal with their shit, how they deal with their shit. I am a person, I deal with my shit by crying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, crying.
I mean, you got to release it somehow.
I got to release it somehow. Like, so if I'm gonna cry about it, I'm gonna cry about it. I ain't trying to go to jail. I ain't trying to, do nothing that I will potentially regret. Like, so I'll cry about a lot of shit. It's therapeutic too. It really is. It's like when I cry, like I feel so much better after. It's something about my face being wet I like. Yeah. I'll be ugly when I cry, but I'll be feeling so pretty when I cry. Like, I'll be feeling the prettiest when I cry.
You ever take pictures when you cry?
I want to. I'm going to start doing that. That's actually coming soon. Coming soon. So, yeah.
All right. So, you said you graduated from what middle school?
St. Marcus.
St. Marcus.
Yeah.
All right. This phone just stopped recording, so you ain't got to pay attention to that no more.
I was trying to.
Both ways, no.
Both ways, but
it just stopped recording. You was good. You said you graduated from St. Marcus. And you transitioned to what high school?
I went to Milwaukee Lutheran, right?
So was it like the same?
Okay, so when you go to a Lutheran school, like when you in 8th grade, they're gonna try to convince you to go to their Lutheran high school. Right. So the high schools would come to us. They had this shit called shadow days, where we did shadow days at school, at high schools and shit.
And what you had to do?
For the shadow day?
Right.
Like basically like you would put in an appointment that you want to like see how the school is. So you would shadow a student. They assign you a student. Right, you follow that student all day. Like you go with him or her to all their classes. You eat lunch with them. Like you literally with them the whole day.
They give you an introduction.
Yeah, introduction, insight of being a high schooler, and if this is the high school you want to be in. Right. Like it was
what
fair.
What made you choose that one?
Milwaukee Lutheran.
Right.
I did not shadow Milwaukee Lutheran. I wanted to go to Wesco. That was the one I really wanted to go to.
Why didn't you?
It was too late. My mama was too late with the acceptance. Like they acceptance. The deadlines was serious. Like if you ain't had the shit by that deadline, it's over with. Cause it's so many kids from different counties and places that want to be in this school. So it was like my mama missed the deadline. And I was on her about it. So I'm like, bro, I tried. But it's shit. It was like, it was what it was. I was mad as fuck. But it was just like, it is what it is. So actually I was actually with my dad around that period. And he ended up, I had to just tell him like, give me your email. Like I was just like, listen, give me your email. Okay? So I could act like I'm you to sign myself up for school. Give your email, your name. I already know his name, his birthday and shit like that. But I needed his email. I didn't know his email, so we had to make him an email.
Fuck it.
Like, bro, I had to give me his school.
Yeah.
I had to give me his school.
You did what you had to do, shit.
Yep. No, I had to give me his school. I said, shit, I already can't go to this one, so I'm gonna have to go to this one.
When you went to high school, what stood out the most that wasn't going on in middle school?
I'm gonna say the freedom. It was a little freedom from high school. I mean, from middle school for sure. Like in high school, you did have freedom. Like
What type of freedom?
as far as picking your classes, picking your classes for real. You can't pick the schedules, but picking your classes, signing up for sports, anything you wanted to do. You ain't had to, go in a line with people to go to the bathroom. Like you had different lunch periods. Like you had just had different things to do in high school. Like it's the whole little. It's like high school was like a club in a way. Like I kind of looked at that as a club. Like okay, like you got this club right here, you got that club right here, and it was really clubs. Like everybody was just different.
What club was you in?
I was in a lot of clubs. I was in theater. I was in choir. I was in student council. I was on a step team. I was doing everything. I was for the Pearls for Girls. I was doing a lot. Like, I was doing a lot, y'all. Middle school and high school. I was doing a lot. Because I always been that well-rounded student. Babe, you cannot put me in no box. I'm going to show you how I can't stand in no box. Oh, that bitch do this. She do that. She do that. She do...
What sports was you doing?
What, in high school or middle school?
High school.
High school, I ran track. I ran track in high school.
Was you good?
A little bit. I was an anchor like one time, but it was like, I ain't gonna lie. Only reason why I ain't run a lot, I felt like because I could never really make my practices. Because I was always too busy, like, having to be a big sister mama. Or had to something, like, I couldn't really do my sports for real. But the one sport I was really, really able to do was step team. Step team, theater. They were really in high school. In middle school, I couldn't really do my sports like I wanted to. But in high school, I was able to. So, yeah, in high school, I ran track. I did flag football. I did I was on a step team. I did theater. I did choir. I did a lot. Yo, I'm cute. Duh. Anyway. I feel great. You can start if you want to. I feel a little okay. Like, I feel okay.
Just let me see how I look one time.
And then I'm all this chocolate.
I'm saying it look good.
What up? Ooh. Okay, it's still reading. I'm just making show. Bitch, just making show. Baby, you're the reason you always think me on me, so baby.
That's your drunk singing?
Yeah, I guess. It's the only thing, because I got this teleport, baby. Baby, after 2 cups, I be in here, like, gone, tipsy as fuck.
Check it out.
What?
Where that bottle at? We finna get you 2 cups ready.
Already?
We finna get you 2 cups ready.
See what you're gonna do.
I'm recording right now, too.
Alright. Donk. Ain't gonna be here donk. But I'm okay, though. I ain't gonna lie. I am gonna need some more, though. Because when I first poured it, it was up here and I was down here. That mean I've been just sipping. And I ain't there yet, so I'm most definitely gonna need some more.
We finna boot up.
You was the only thing that could keep me from leaving. You. You is the only reason that could keep me from leaving. If you don't understand that, you didn't know what to say. I don't know. Like, I'm just, me personally, if it's worth fighting for, I'm gonna fight for it. But if it's not, I'm not fighting for it. And it's not gonna be
What make it work?
nothing to do with anybody else or what you have or what you can do. It's really just your character. If your character give off shitty to me, bro, I'm gone. Character is everything. Like, at the end of the day.
What's red flags in a character?
What's red flags in character? I'm going to
Yeah.
say, like, acting like you care and you don't care. I hate that. Like, you acting like you down for me, you care for me, you genuinely love me and want me, but your actions is not showing it. Like, how can you say this, but your actions is showing completely different? Just don't fuck with that. Like, sound good, talking nice, but your actions just completely different. It don't show nothing that you're saying. So at the end of the day, like, what?
It ain't lining up.
It ain't lining up. It's not aligning, and I'm sorry. If it ain't aligning with me and what I'm trying to do, out the way. Like, give a fuck. Yes, I am the female that leaves first. Yes, I am, baby. Because it's like I already gave you a lot of chances to get your shit together and act right, and you not getting the signs. You think I'm gonna just stick around? No, and keep hurting myself. I love myself too much to keep hurting myself.
You
like,
should.
I'm not doing that. I'm just not. Simple.